What is up, everyone? This is a bite-sized version of previews and predictions. We're doing one game. It's Manchester City versus Manchester United. I'm Jimmy Conrad. This is my channel, so you know that. And I'm here with Monty. Now, you guys say, oh, he's got a big giant forehead. Listen, it's not a forehead.
Hey.
It's a five-head. It's a little bit bigger than a forehead.
Headbutt you, man.
Zidane's got a big forehead too, so you feel like you just can Zidane
Exactly.
everybody?
We idolize Zidane. He's our legend.
I see how this is.
I think.
All right, you guys know the format. We're going to say why we think our team is going to win, a player to watch, why we think our team is going to lose, and then we're going to give our prediction. Monty, because City is hosting this game at the Etihad, you can go first, my friend.
Oh, thanks, man. That's very kind of you. I'll be kind right back at you. The reason why Manchester City is going to win is because Man United suck. I know they just beat Tottenham.
Right away.
I get it. Whatever motivation, all that is great. That's perfect. But Manchester City, first off, they need to win. They do good under pressure. Liverpool is starting to run away with this. They need to get that win. They had a great game against Burnley. I know Burnley is lesser competition for sure.
Okay.
But also last year, United lost both games to City. So I think a little bit of that's going to continue to happen. Just the momentum and just the greatness of Manchester City right now is way too much for United to handle.
Okay. I respect those points. The reason, though, that I think that Manchester United are going to win because they just beat Spurs. They just stuck it to their former manager, Jose Mourinho, at Old Trafford 2-1.
Yeah.
And I think that's a really positive result because the last three games prior to that one, they had leads in all three.
Yeah.
Sheffield United, Astana, and then I can't even think of the last one.
Oh,
Aston Villa. No. Aston Villa, they had leads in all three of those games. And they dropped the lead, but against Spurs, they did the business. They got the lead 1-0. They gave it up again, but they got it back at 2-1, and they did the business, got a big 3 points. And I think that's going to do a lot for their confidence.
Yeah.
And I think that might be enough to push them over the line. I don't know if Paul Pogba is going to be healthy or not, but he always shows up against City, and I hope that he does play because I think that will change the complexion of United's attack and their defending and everything else, their passing, everything else. He's 50-50 from what I understand. They're without Anthony Martial. I'll get into that in a second, but I think that's why Manchester United have a good chance of making this a legitimate game.
Okay. That's fair. My player to watch,
Yes.
I think, is going to be Rodri. He was a creative player against Burnley. He scored a golazo. He has something like 893 passes. And I'm saying something like because of all the haters out there.
Come on, dude.
They're all going to be like,
I think he has 893 passes.
I know.
He knows exactly how many passes.
It sounds smart. He is the prototype player for Pep Guardiola's tiki-taka.
Okay.
The position he controls, he's kind of like the Xavi position. I'm not putting the same level as Xavi, but he's in the same mold of a player as Xavi. So I feel like if anything happens, it's going to come through his feet. He's on a roll this season, his first year in the Premier League, and he's doing a real good job at it. He's the player to watch, I think. If anything happens, it's going to be going through him.
I'm curious to see Ilkay Gundogan is back in the team as well,
Yeah.
how he fits in if Pep decides to start him.
You can't bench Rodri. He's doing
I know
so
you
good.
can't, but I'm just saying that Gundogan
Yeah.
does very well for Pep as well. I said well twice there. Now, the player that I want us to watch in Manchester United is Marcus Rashford.
Okay.
He scored a brace against Spurs. Everything runs through him in the attack. With Anthony Martial out, it's going to be even more imperative for him to have a big performance in this one. I think he's up to it every year that he gets a little bit older. He takes on more and more responsibility. And I think he has bigger shoulders. He doesn't mind the responsibility. He doesn't mind putting the team on his back.
Nice.
And I think Manchester United need more of the guys on the team to do what he's doing. He does. Very nice shoulders. So I think he's the guy. However, I worry that City are going to figure out a way to stack him up because I think rightfully, if City can stop him, they're pretty much going to slow down anything United has going forward. Because can you really count on Daniel James, who I like, to help drive the attack? I mean, maybe you give him the ball. Mason Greenwood comes in as the number 9 against Spurs. I think he's going to start again because Ole Gunnar's going to be like, oh, I'm just going to go with him again because that's the team that beat Spurs.
Yeah.
Is he the guy? They didn't properly replace Romelu Lukaku. I got a lot of issues with Manchester United. Marcus Rashford is not one of them.
So why do I think now?
Yeah,
City
tell me why City is going to lose to Manchester United.
I think you said a lot of my answers just there. There's a lot of question marks in their attack there.
Why do I always do that? I got to stay strong with my points.
You can just copy and paste what you just said. So the reason United will win this game is because Solskjaer needs a win. Needs a win here. His Manchester United career is on the line. I'm actually never a fan of when a legendary player starts coaching a team. Freddie Ljungberg, I'm talking about you. There's a lot of pressure. Your whole history can kind of just be down the drain if you do a bad job as a coach. And Solskjaer feels that. I'm sure he does. Yes, the win against Tottenham was great. although Tottenham sucks too.
Whoa,
I'm an Arsenal fan.
Yeah,
so
okay, I got
I'm
it.
calling all these teams out, you know?
Yeah.
No.
0 to 100 with Monty over here.
Exactly. No, so yeah, I think with that, there's a lot of momentum. These players need to play for their coach in this situation, and that's the only thing that I think Man United has going for them.
Okay, I appreciate you saying that about Manchester United.
You're welcome.
I don't know if it's going to be enough for them to win the game, because the reason I think City is going to win the game, not only because they're better and they have a true philosophy and a style of how they want to play. I still think Manchester United is trying to figure out what their best starting 11 is, and not only their philosophy, but their starting 11. I went to the Manchester Derby last year, the last one, at Old Trafford.
Nice.
For the first 10 or 15 minutes, United looked pretty good. They had a couple good opportunities. Obviously, they hit the back of the net. It changes the outcome of that game, but they didn't. And then City, for the last 75 minutes, were easily the better team. They killed Manchester United's spirit. They keep the ball. At that point, like 60th minute, United stopped chasing. They couldn't get close to players anymore, and City went on to win 2-0. It's the same bunch of players on each team. I don't see things changing all that much. I think Mourinho's a better manager than Ole Gunnar. Mourinho couldn't get the job done then.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to happen now. I don't even know. Wait, maybe even Mourinho wasn't in charge at that point. I should probably look at the calendar and decide.
But they lost both games against
Yeah,
City.
they did. So it's just it's not looking good for United.
Yeah.
You know, even if Aguero doesn't play,
Yeah.
even if they have some injuries there, Gabriel Jesus looked very good against Burnley.
Goals.
So there's no drop off. That's the crazy part about City. There's no drop off.
They got depth, definitely.
So
Yep.
prediction.
My prediction, I'm gonna say City 2-1. That's gonna be my safe
God,
bet.
you say 2-1, like all these bite-sized previews and predictions.
Because
this guy.
anytime I think there's gonna be a
Let me
whooping,
pick the safe.
it
Wait,
ends
what's
up
the
not
safe
being a
score?
whooping.
2-1.
This
2-1. You
Mr.
guys get on me
2-2 over
2-2.
here.
I haven't said any 2-2s, okay, in these bite-sized predictions.
Say it now. I know you want to.
No,
Or do you want to agree with me? 2-1.
I'm not going to agree with you. I don't think it's
That
going to
hurts.
be that close. I think at the Etihad, that's a big order. Maybe at Old Trafford, maybe. Sometimes I feel like this current United team, and maybe it happens to Arsenal too, there's so much scrutiny that these players are under.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like they're more comfortable away from home because they can just play free. They don't have to worry about impressing
I guess it
people.
sucks when you're booed home and away.
Yeah. Well, you expect it away,
Exactly.
but at home it's got to hurt, especially consistently with some of these guys.
Yeah.
So maybe that plays into their favor a little bit. I don't know. They had a good performance against Spurs at home. I just think City's got too much class, too much quality, too much depth, and I think they're going to win 3-1.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm giving it up. I'm giving it up to City there. Because
we-
I want to be right. I know I'm wearing a Manchester United jersey, and a great one at that, Carlos Tevez from the
Argentinian. Shout out.
2008-2009 season. And if Manchester United lose this game, you have to wonder, do you want to give a January transfer window to Ole Gunnar, or do you want to give it to a new manager that's coming in? That's a big question for me. Maybe we don't have to answer it here. Maybe this is a whole separate video, but that's the things I'm thinking about with regard to Manchester United's future, because it's still in the balance, man.
Yeah.
All right, you heard our predictions. You heard our thoughts. Let us know yours down below in the comments. And if you get the score exactly right, then you have the chance to win some dope-ass stickers. I'll pick 3 winners. So good luck to you. Enjoy the game, and we'll see you soon. Later.